at least the sun is shining. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. I'm sorry, I've been really busy the last couple of days. Being a couch cushion for my dogs. I'm in way too good of a mood. So let's go see what's in the stores and add some crushing defeat to my day. Speaking of Godzilla, my wife and I went to see G-minusOne in the theater the other day. First time I have taken my wife to the movies probably in a long ass time. But she expressed interest, and that's all you've got to do. I will drag you through Godzilla until your ears bleed. But I did want to say a few things about the movie. First of all, go see it in the theater. It's a good cinematic experience. If you're familiar with the very first film and the history of the film franchise and the reasons behind it, and there are people who have done much better videos about that online than I can ever begin to do. So, you know, look it up on here on YouTube if it's something that, you know, you'd like to learn more about. But looking into the Lucky Dragon number 5, that's a good search, and also Bikini Atoll bomb tests, ATOL, atoll. Also here on YouTube, a fantastic film, just under an hour, won an Academy Award for Best Documentary, and it's called Radio Bikini. Those 3 searches and watching Radio Bikini will give you a much better background on what G-minusOne deals with. But I wanted to say that the film had a nice small scale to it, which is difficult to do with a giant monster film. But the thing that they did, which harkens back so well to the first film, is having characters with heart and depth. The actors in the film, a lot of the time in a Godzilla film, people say, you know, there has to be this human element, so you put up with it to watch the giant monster stuff. And I feel that way about the Legendary films. I think that, you know, you wade through a tremendous amount of, I'm not really invested in this, in order to see King Kong smash Godzilla in the face with an axe. The Legendary series, by the way, is starting to lose me a lot. And I'll talk about that another time. But G-minusOne is a film which really ought to be seen for a lot of reasons. But mostly, it's just a really well-made film. It's for the first time, I think there was a good deal of computer-generated stuff. I think that they probably did that in Shin Godzilla 2 as well. I mean, not 2. But this film just, it felt more personable. It felt more sort of, it felt nice. And that, I think, has been missing from the franchise for a little bit. Shin Godzilla was really good, by the way, for completely different reasons. It showed the bureaucratic side of Japanese culture, and had a lot of sort of satirical things to say about the glacial movements of government. This film was just much more about, 2 or 3 people, characters that you follow along with, and even the solution at the end of the film, the way that they deal with Godzilla is on a very small scale, which is different. It's good. And this film, really, if I can bring it right back around to it, it deals with the Bikini Atoll tests, led by Americans, participated in by the Allies, of course. But it was our bat when we were swinging it stupidly. Watch Radio Bikini. It is here on YouTube. There's a free upload of it. There's also one from the film channel. But they're both, you can watch either. If you want to pay for it, go ahead and do that. But the free version is complete at something like 55, 56 minutes, something of that nature. And it is a page of history that American kids are not taught about, for good reason. And you will see, basically, they decided to set off 2 bombs, one above the water and one below. And in order to prep the site of these 2 tests, they moved an entire culture of people away from their homeland. They can never return, you'll see. And they put some 40,000 U.S. citizens and enlisted people in harm's way. Now, the ending of that film is an adult portion. You're not going to like the film because it shows you something incredibly ugly about human nature. But what you're seeing is the truth. And if you grew up in the United States, odds are your school did not afford that for you. It's a part of our history which is veiled in social secrecy, if you will. It's not something to be proud of, and this recent film about Oppenheimer is probably, I haven't seen it yet, but I think that this Oppenheimer film is going to hopefully show how absolutely hollowed out this guy felt by the end of what, realizing what he had helped to create. It's a big history lesson, but it's a necessary lesson. And G-minusOne can be your pop culture way into a very deep rabbit hole that, if you haven't been down it, I encourage you to learn about how the U.S. government about what they did. That's the only way to put it. It's about what they did and whom they did it to. Anyway, let's go look at toys. All right. You know what it is. You know where we are. Let's go be creepy in Target. There's a lot of people here to be creepy around, apparently, too. You'd think Christmas was coming or something. Come on. It's actually quieter in here than I expected it to be. It's probably because there won't be anything here. But, oh look. I have a laundry list of stuff to pick up for people, actually. Andre's gonna send me to a few Rosses today. I buy a lot of stuff for that guy. What's he ever done for me? Anyway. So, starting to see Q case finally. There's an interesting one of this coming next year's cases. I've been watching people unbox those. Come back to this aisle when it's not quite so hopping. Whoa. That's crazy. And of course, the Ultimate City Garage. Something that should be on every kid's list. Always checking for that figure for you, Andre. Still looking, man. That's about how I feel right now. That's definitely me right now. Oh, come on. $21 is not a sale. Far out. Oh, no, I can say I've seen that in a while. But yeah, come on, people. Hasbro, you're not getting out of your debt by cutting $3 off. That's insanity. I mean, seriously, who do they think they're fooling with prices like that? Those things still $25 though. Oh, that hurts. 'Cause I'm not paying that. No way. Hey, Nas. That's cool. Well, you know, I'm looking for that that real special Toxic Avenger pop. Gee, I wish they had one here. We got a revolution, people. All right, now the rush is over. Let's take a look at what we got here. The Capo, the Barbie, and the lowrider / tail dragger. Like I said, there's an interesting one of these coming next year. Nas, it looks like somebody got all the 5-packs are gone. Wonder if my nephew's looking for that. I'm not much of a Lamborghini fan. You know, I mean, I'd ride one. I'd ride in one. But I'm just saying. Screw Elon Musk. They got the Jeeps and they got the yeah. Still waiting on that moving parts country wagon, man. I've seen it in everybody else's video. Everybody's video but mine. Ooh. Oh. I am not going to want anything else in that pack, but I love that. You know, the problem is my grandkids are growing up to the point where, you know, they don't want just loose cars anymore and stuff. Now watch, I'm going to get told at Christmas that I do not have that correct. Oh, it's the Chase no-show socks. They're special. They don't show your ankle. Is this the second series? Or still the first? Still the first, I think. But, okay. That's that, Crime Stoppers. Oh, so bright. Which I am not. But it is. So, I'm thankful. Wearing shorts. You know, I don't know how that shot worked out. Maybe it just got flashed in my junk. So, it's onward, forward, and upward to Ross. What's with that head? Nope. I didn't know they had helicopters in the game. Maybe they do now. Wow, there's a bunch of these things. But I guess these did not sell, huh? All right. Come on, Coco Melon. Show me the magic. You're a noisy cart. Man, poor Kevin Durant. That don't look good. All right, there's another one. You can army build with gigantic spawn characters. They did a good job of cleaning all this up, though. Oh, hey, Andre. It's the Green Ranger and the white one. Good Lord. Still the same face. Oof. He's still sitting around $7. Man, I wonder if Jersey's looking for this. Ghostbusters Chris. Am I coming back for this? Let me know. There's a bunch of them. Okay. Comes a noisy cart right on time. That's kind of a cool set. I keep toying with picking this up. I'm sorry to make a joke, but I keep thinking about picking one of these up. And then at the last minute I check it out because it's just not something I need. You know what I mean? First time I've seen that one around. Another Loki. Let's see, Static Shock, Scarecrow, Vulcan, some Mandalorians. I was watching Mr. Stargell, and he was finding some of these. Avalanche. That's pretty cool. Those bombs from Fortnite. Mandalorian. Several Mandalorian. Wow. I'm honestly surprised to see some of these here, though. I mean, it's Gore the God Butcher. It's not a very popular character, but for that price, it's a steal. It's an absolute steal. Whoa, Fibly. Green Goblin. Yeah, gee, the Batwoman. You know, I wish that they had one of those, what do you call them? Boy, those Banshees are everywhere. And I think if they'd have made it look more like that back cover art, they'd have sold a little better. Right. Let me know, Chris. Let me know if you need more G.I. Joe, because I haven't mailed your package out to you yet, so. Oh, I think we found the end of this. Oh. Here's a good one to end on. Gilligan, little buddy. Oh, somebody's hiding. Oh, come on, man. It's $6 and you're gonna steal it? Merry Christmas. Shark. I finally understand the shark, by the way. I didn't for the longest time. Alright, well, that's that, mattress man. As if Thanos wasn't impressive enough. James Madison. Somebody trying to steal that. Come on, dudes. Do better. I mean, when you're trying to nick stuff from Ross, you're showing you're pathetic in every way, shape, or form. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm really disheartened by the amount of stealing that I've seen by citizens, by people who work in the stores. A couple days ago, I posted an episode where, and I didn't put the kid on film, okay? I didn't take pictures. I didn't go bust his bubble because I think we all make mistakes. And this kid was 17 years old. So he made a mistake. What I should do with Annie is to go back and shelf flip. Or if Andre would get off his ass and come out here, take him shelf flipping over there and see what we find. I just sort of need a lookout. If you're in the local area and you want to go shelf flip with me, leave a comment below. In fact, even if you're not in the area and you'd like to go shelf flipping with me, leave a comment below. Maybe we'll fly you out with an all expense paid. Hell no, we're not doing that. But you never know. You never know. I went to such amazing pits of culture like New Jersey and Philadelphia because of people I've met. Shit. I wish somebody had told me sooner. Easy there. Easy there. Somebody gonna think about hopping in front of me as a driver? Not a good idea. Anyway, I'm gonna make a couple more stops on the way home, and then I have other things to say and show and do at home for you, for me, for us. I gotta say, it's been a very satisfying relationship, you and me. Feel like it's working out. Feel like you and I have a future. Anyway, pardon me while I drive. All right. It's been a little while since I've been down here. Airport. Super Wally. It's a Super Wally because it's got a grocery added, I guess. But we're not going for food, no. Going for plastic. Which if you're a sea turtle you can eat, but not if you're a human being. You can use plastic for everything else though. And die-cast metals. You can put them in your water. Not much happening in the case. Yeah, not gonna be much there. Just for fun, look for the night burner set. Of course, everybody's come out and clipped those. And the 12th run of the Batmobile set. No one asked for. Even me, and I collect Batmobiles. Short card matchbox is now the thing. Looking for that country wagon, and the moving parts still not turning up. That's still the first series. And a mountain of them too. Jiminy Cricket. It's gonna be a short stop, I'll tell you what, and I'm okay with that. Nothing in Fortnite. Nada. Got the Swabby. Shout out to Rusty in Australia. Rusty, we love you. Come back, all is forgiven. Look, Andre, it's the Green Ranger. It is the Green Ranger. I don't even know. You guys confuse me. Ultimate Warrior, but not seeing any of the others, bud. I don't know if I've seen this version of Kid Flash yet. I guess this is the... Maybe I have. I'm starting to lose track. I'm starting to lose my mind, people. And if anybody's missing the Jeep from the Fast and Furious set, that's here. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I like that. Ooh. That's even better. Because Chevy sucks. I haven't said that in a while. Chevy sucks. There. Said it again. All right. And a mountain of pink slip. Just gens, set, whatever you want to call it. Get on the peg, you bastard. I quit. In Jay's garage, nobody asked for. Hey, look, it's he who remains in jail. Mm-hmm. That's brand new. A case. I'm sure it's been picked over completely, but nice to see. Destroyed cards. Oh, I see. Some people put some up here in case you're looking for the dregs of the dregs. Lots of Nissan Leafs, I'm betting. Tons and tons and tons of Nissan. Good casting right there. Alright. Well, Just out of morbid curiosity, I can't help myself. I always gotta check the phone booth. Yeah. Consider it checked. What a drag. What a drag. Check the clearance aisle. Catch a little more of this country music. It's so good. I'll have to talk over it, but you can hear it in the background. It's terrible. Ugh. So I'm just going to record a quick voiceover here because the country music was blasting so loud in the clearance aisle, but that's where all this stuff was. It was in the clearance aisle, well away from the toys, which was odd. There were a ton of Johnny Lightning over here. We never see that here, and Auto World as well. And we never see any of that stuff here either. So it was just really odd the way they had this placed. But for those local, it's in the clearance aisle. I ended up finding, sorry about my dogs. I ended up finding the Blues Brothers Bluesmobile, which is one of the ones that I really wanted. And I ended up finding a Nomad. So those two were the two pieces of diecast that I was really kind of looking for recently, along with the moving parts. I'm looking for a country wagon to turn up in the moving parts, but I'm sure I'll find it. Now that I've found these two, we actually saw a case out on today's hunt, which was kind of crazy. I thought this was a treasure hunt. Look at my hands shaking. Can you tell I haven't had lunch yet? Harvey says, this is a brand new casting. This is Roger Dodger. They did the 8 balls last with the monster trucks. I really like this Challenger. Pretty neat. And I did end up finding those 2 cars that I wanted to take home. I'm gonna leave. This voiceover was supposed to be less jarring, but I apologize for Harvey. He likes to talk. Our Harvey likes to talk. So anyway, those are the 2 that I scored there. The Bluesmobile and but I mean, take a look at this. There were M2s sitting here all by their lonesome. Like maybe somebody had come over here and taken what they liked or whatever, but I didn't find any packaging. It was just just kind of over here in the clearance aisle. Not clearance priced, but in the clearance aisle. So pardon me, Harvey is now sniffing the phone. Dude, do you have to sit in my lap? Oh, come on, man. Seriously. You are not a lap dog. Okay, I'm almost out of the clearance aisle here, and so this silly voiceover recording can now be done. But, oh man, Harvey. Why did I say it was okay for you to come home? Come on. Seriously. Enough. I gotta get back to the show. Just was walking by this display. I caught this thing here. I don't know if it's special, if it's a chase. Nazar, if you wanted this, send me back. Maybe I can find it again. I'll send you a photo. I wonder if in 4K this can even begin to show how cool this is. I don't know. It's a really neat lenticular 3D though. Okay, now that I'm squatted down, I gotta try to get back up. God, did you hear my knees crack? Don't get old, kids. I used to think it'd be cool to get old. I could drink and I could vote. And, well, I had quit drinking about 1999. And then well, we all know how the voting thing is going. By the way, my wife and I are watching that Squid Games thing now on Netflix. It's pretty crazy. If you haven't seen it, they actually pull it off, kind of. Wow. Lords of Dogtown on Steelbook. Why isn't that sold out? This is our time, bros.
This is our time, bros.
Like they ever said that in the late 70s. Not once. So I just sent sent a picture to Nazar. Naz, if you want, it's not that far away for me to come back and get that muck. I mean, that was a beautiful Mustang. I know you don't really do M2 and you don't really collect things too much anymore in terms of, buying and holding on to diecast, but that was a pretty nice Mustang, and I know that you still allow yourself some Mustang stuff, so let me know. I'm going to make one more stop on my way home, and then I just did want to talk a little bit about what I have purchased today. Yes, purchased. I went out and spent money, Andre. Asshole. Sorry, I was lost in a reverie of Andre's asshole. All right, we got one more Wally. Gonna hit one more Wally, and then I'm gonna go home. And then I really have a brief story that I want to tell you, and it's worth sticking around for. Once more, boldly into the fray. Sometimes you gotta psych yourself up for this shit. All right, people. I guess I better bring my phone. All right, I should probably be saying something. There's a dude looking at me like, what is that man doing? It's 2023, bro. We all film ourselves now, doing everything. Everything. The beautiful thing, if you ever find yourself in my midst, is that I do not film other people. I genuinely try to avoid wrecking anybody else's ambience with my BS. Sometimes it happens. Like taking a poop. So, is this really Molly Ringwald with a chainsaw? No. Gail Rankin's the one with the chainsaw. But, Molly Ringwald coming back and working on Shudder. Good for you. Monsters of California. Oh, and it's from an asshole from Blink-182. Where have I seen something like that before? Black Adam, not paying for it yet. $14.50. Come on, dudes. You can do better. We can do better. Oh, Pinky Ranger, Yellow Ranger. Definitely got to keep those behind glass. God. All right. Onward. It's pretty nice. Andre, do you need a turtle wagon? Because here's a turtle wagon. Do you need it? Do you need it? Alright. You know, it's funny. I'm still looking at monster trucks just by reflex now. That's crazy. Come on, moving parts. I'd love to have a Ford wagon by then. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Darker line. Alright. What is this? A's? This is an A case. Yeah. There's A case all over the place. All of a sudden. So maybe Batman and Robin. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Oh no. That's a Superman and Batman. Always pick up after yourself. Nope. So yeah, no Batmobile yet that I'm looking for. I mean, there's a million of them, right? But I'm looking for someone very specific. It's a new casting coming in. I think it's in the B case, B or C case maybe. Still, seeing A case here by the turn of 2023 into 2024 is kind of crazy. I never expected us to find an A case. Anyway, let's get out of here. I started this week by telling my friends that I was going to limit my episodes to 15 minutes apiece this week. I got all 2 episodes done and I had to go right back to it. I'm sorry. I had a flow today. I have a narrative. And so if you don't watch the whole thing, I guess then you miss out on some of the jokes and whatever else. But I did, in honor of y'all's, I went out and I spent money today. So let's take a look at that. First off, found this mainline Nomad casting. There's nothing special about it other than I just think it's really cool. And it's good to see A case. Enough said about that right now. And then another thing I just really never, ever buy is Johnny Lightning. I think the stuff is too expensive. It's somewhere around $7 or so. So a large part of it is the card art that you're paying for. But this is the newly tooled, as you can see, newly tooled loudspeaker, which is on top of the card. Really quick story about this. I was living in Chicago when the Blues Brothers were being filmed. So all the stuff you see in there, Maxwell Street and all the car crashes, they had a hard time getting that movie filmed in the city of Chicago. And they smashed up a ton of stuff, and they went to the State of Illinois building, and I mean, it was just a fantastic time to be a kid from Chicago, because everybody found out how cool Chicago actually was. And so that movie has a very special attachment for me. I remember when the Nazis actually marched in Skokie, Illinois. And that's where that whole segment comes from, is that it really happened. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's funny that Jake and Elwood, spoilers, Jake and Elwood goof up the Illinois Nazi Party, but That really happened, people. That really happened. Everything but the car knocking them all off the bridge. It was actually a pretty tense time to be alive in the city of Chicago. Anyway, that's all I have to tell you right now, and that's all I have to show you right now. I think I've done enough today, but I will be back tomorrow with something absolutely different and all new. We do try to keep our content evergreen, which means that you can kind of watch it. Even though it's older, it still has relevance and entertainment value. So dip back in through our playlists if you want to and check out some of our older stuff. We have 3 seasons. Right now. We're in our 3rd season as a show. So please dig back. You can see what I looked like bald if you go back 364 days. Anyway, thank you very much, folks. And I'm sorry for making this episode so damn long, Dan. I don't know. Time just got away from me. What can I tell you? Anyway, folks, if you think about it, leave us a subscribe. If you think about it, leave us a comment. We'd always like to hear from you. And we know there's a lot of other people out there doing the same damn thing that we do, probably even a little more brief about it and to the point, but we appreciate it every time you come here and spend nearly an hour of your existence with us right here at Monkey Shine Lab. See you again soon, folks. Bye.